G'day everyone, my name's Leon from the Lazies.
And I'm Matty, and we are hanging out with Bobby from Kangaroo Mafia.
Man.
That was cool.
Coming down like dirty leaves, I'm gonna plant my seed in history. It's alright, I love my dream.
Well, here we are with the Lazies. It's going to be an interesting interview by the look of it.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Well, thanks
This
for
is
your
gonna
time.
be great.
Thanks for your time anyway, fellas. Yeah, that microphone, you actually put it up to your mouth. I don't know if you've ever used it before.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, thanks for getting together with me and doing this interview.
No problem.
I do appreciate it. Straight off the bat, the name, the Lazies. What's the story behind it?
Well, back when we were, 19, Matt had sex with this chick and she said he was a lazy root. Nah, not really. I don't know. What's the story, Matt?
Well, the story is I guess we all came from a lot of bands, you know, and like the boys were all kind of in other bands. Long story cut short, I used to play in a band called the Lazy Sundays. Met this guy, dropped the last bit of the name, became the Lazies.
It's a shit story, basically.
Yeah, that actually was. I wish I didn't ask that question now. Don't worry, I can edit that out. Anyway.
Yeah, that's terrible.
No,
I mean, we don't really have anything we can say about how we got our band name.
Yeah, it's not original or anything.
Yeah.
It's just it's not. Yeah, it's last minute fucking thing, really.
No, all good. So you guys are from the Central Coast?
Yep.
Are you all from there? All from the Central Coast?
Drummer's from Melbourne. Jay's from Melbourne. A few of the boys live in Sydney now, but yeah, we're basically we've come from the Central Coast. Yeah.
How you all got together, type thing.
First met Leon here, and then obviously he introduced me to Willie, and then a couple of years later we met Jay from Tasmania, and we kind of stole him from a band.
Yeah. Red Rival, I think their name was. And then Liam's we went to high school together. I was always better at everything than him, but he's sitting behind the camera now. He's not happy. But that's how we came together, and we've gelled and played hard ever since, really. Yeah.
Sweet. Influences.
Oh, lots.
Give me three each.
All right. Well, I find when you get asked musical influences, it's a tough one because it seems music's like sort of judged, and you know when you say what you're into, it's like really. But three bands off my list is Silverchair, AC/DC, and I'd probably say a band who I love is Alice in Chains as well. Yeah. So some killer bands there. If you were seeing them consecutively at a festival, you'd be pretty happy.
True.
Three bands is kind of hard, eh? I'd have to say the Beatles first of all. Like when I was a kid, like that was my first music kind of introduction, you know. And then onto Led Zeppelin after that, and then
Ballpark music.
Hanson after that, yeah.
Hanson.
Please tell me the Hanson thing is just a joke.
Nah.
I was really expecting Gunners in there somewhere, man.
Well, you know what? That's the thing. So like, I love Gunners. I love Enigma. You ever heard of Enigma?
Yeah,
Holy shit, man! They're spaced out. I listen to that shit driving with headphones. Yeah, because my radio doesn't work.
that is pretty rock and roll.
Like, so I've got a tape player in my car. Yeah, I drive a fucking old car. Yeah.
So Gunners would have to be in there.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
Man, like seriously, like that whole thing for me from going from, you know, the early 60s right through to the, you know, the 80s, 90s, you know, Nirvana and shit like that. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. And so in the band, who's the leader? Do you have like a leader of the band?
No. I'm not the leader. I just have to fucking put up with these dickheads. Someone's got to kind of, pull rank, I guess. Take charge. It's a hard thing when you've got 5 guys and 5 different agendas going on. Everyone's got to be a team player. But yeah, definitely I'll step in and try and put some direction in there.
So the dynamic within the band, you all get along most of the time?
Of course. Yeah. All the time. I think me and Willie have been fisticuffs a few times over the 8 years, but that's about it. And he's always won, except for Windsor Blues and Roots Fest this year. I nailed him. I got him on the ground and I was like,
Rock and roll.
That's it, man. That's for 8 years. Right there. So I got him, I was pretty
Is it
I was pretty high. Anyway.
okay, guys, moving along. The writing of the material, who does most of that within the band?
That's a me and Maddie thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's we kind of share the process a lot of the time. We'll come up with an idea and then call each other and share heaps.
I find for the album we just did, we went to New York and recorded. It's going to be coming out. Plus everything prior to that. We've always done a co-write thing. We've done also we'll bring a whole song in, but it'll never be just that song. Like Matty will always put his, influence on my songs and similar to him. Oh, if that makes sense.
You do play guitar and do write your own riffs and everything?
I have a phobia of playing guitar live. Oh, I've had some shockers, so I prefer not to pull a guitar on live. It is a dream of mine. My dream is to have a guitar tech just hand me a guitar and I put it on, and then when I'm done with those, hand it to him and just go, yeah. Dave. Dave's our guitar tech, but he's more our friend.
So what you're saying, he's not a great guitar tech then? Oh, no. He's a better friend.
Yeah, he's a better pisshead. He's a good guitar tech though.
He's a great guitar tech, and apparently he's well hung as well.
He's heaps well hung. Oh. I don't know actually. That sounded bad, didn't it? I just jumped straight in there and said he's heaps well hung. We were only talking about it in there before because there was this big after party after our last gig here at the Tats, and I probably shouldn't keep talking about that.
We'll leave that for another interview. Will we?
Yeah. Ask him.
So you've got a manager now. What's that been like?
Awesome.
A bit of pressure off, or?
Yeah, you definitely need a manager. We've been through our fair share of managers who think they're managers, but yeah, since we're with Code One Entertainment now, which our manager's called Jeff Trio. He's a really nice guy, and he's Jeff, but he's taken the band up. Like he know it's all about who you know and what you know and ways of getting a band where you want them to go. But yeah, to answer the question, having a manager has been great.
That's cool.
Yeah, you'll love me saying that too.
Yeah, of course. But like with gigs and everything like that, like in that you've got your tour next month, or in the next week is a leave for your tour next day. Yeah, the gigs and everything like that. Who's organising all those for you? Is it the management doing that, or are you still actively involved with getting your own gigs and stuff?
We are. Yeah. The whole Canada thing, well, not just that, but like the gigs now, we have our agency with Harbour and we have, Jeff. But with Canada, we've got some contacts there as well. Jeff as well, and
he's called Mr. Canada apparently.
Really?
Oh, apparently.
Wow.
Apparently so. He's got a lot of stuff happening over there, and like even going back to your last question about a manager, he has most definitely set everything up over there, and he's building a team, I guess, essentially for us over there. But, you know, we're always actively involved in what we're doing. But with Canada, definitely he's doing, we're just going to fucking rock.
In you, we place our trust.
Yes.
Jeff sounds like he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing as a manager. I don't know about in the bedroom, but he knows what he's doing as a manager.
He knows how to cook spaghetti as well.
What? Have you ever eaten any spaghetti? I think once. Fucking shit.
How can you fuck up spaghetti? Sorry
Buy
about that. I didn't mean to swear there.
Sorry, Joe.
No, Jeff's going to love all this.
Before we go on to the Canada thing, the Australian music scene, how do you feel about rock music in Australia at the moment?
You can talk to him all day.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We are on a time limit, I will tell you.
Oh, look, man, this is filmed, eh? So I'm not going to say it.
Dude,
Nah.
I'd rather you be honest.
Oh, look, being honest, I think, I wouldn't be still playing rock music in Australia if I didn't believe in it and didn't believe in what we do. And there's plenty of rock bands out there. We've met a couple of great rock bands, you know, recently, and there's also been great rock bands we've come in contact with in the past. But I honestly believe I'm on the platform that you do what you do, you work hard at what you do, and that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
That's a shit answer, isn't it? But realistically, if you carry on and, you know, you want things to go your way, well, you got to make them go your way. And you know, as for rock and roll in Australia, you know, there's not a lot that can be said other than that the radio should support it a bit more in Australia. I think for sure, Triple J should get behind it more. Triple M should get behind new rock more, and they do, which is great. And we're hoping they get behind our record. But as a whole, I just think everyone's got to keep marching on and, you know, just delivering good live shows and delivering great music. That's the key.
Do you find that the venues in Sydney are becoming less scarce though? Like I think that's a big problem, isn't it?
Well, we've been on this tour. We've done Sydney. We've done Frankie's, which is amazing. We played there last night. It was really cool. Well, obviously the Tattersalls out here in Penrith, but are you talking about like more city?
No,
or
just in general. There's not a lot of live music venues, and everything's going more into kind of like those hip hop kind of venues and everything, and the music scene itself is kind of diminished.
Yeah. Again, it's, you know, I think there's just a lot more opportunity for heaps of different genres now, and maybe back in the day there was a lot more rock, it was more prominent, but as a whole I still think there's some good places. Like, I mean, Frankie's, for instance, is one of the coolest places to go and drink in Sydney. Fuck, I got slammed there last time. It was amazing. I don't remember going to sleep on a lounge next to Jay over here, but I woke up going, where am I? We're at Dave's house. The tech. But like that, we're playing there tomorrow night, and that's got vibe, and it's for rock and roll, which is great, because I don't like when we were like 5 years ago when we were playing Oxford Arts Factory was like massive, but there wasn't a lot of rock and roll going through there, but it was a cool place to go. Now Frankie's is a really cool place to go. It's really rock orientated. It's a great thing for Sydney.
Yeah. Like the rooms are still there. I think you just have to. I guess the punters have to find them, and the bands have to play the right rooms.
Yeah, for sure. And they have to rock hard. They have to fucking rock.
That's rock and roll, guys.
Rock and roll's still there. It still exists, and it will never die.
It'll never die. There's songs written about that.
Speaking of gigs, like your history and that, who you played, what's some bands that you played with that, you know, that kind of meant something to you? You know, like some bands I noticed that you just did play with you and my and.
Well, we're about to play some shows with you and my overseas, in Canada as part of the Canadian Music Week over there. That's going to be awesome. I really looking forward to those. We played with Juliette Lewis once and her band, and she's like, she's an actor. She's done some cool stuff in LA, But she was cool. Why I really liked her, the Angels. I liked her because she was a great girl. The Angels, everyone knows the Angels, obviously. We've never played with the full lineup. We've played with Gleeso's out front, and man, Dave Gleason's a legend, eh? Or there could be some rumour of screaming jet shows for us coming up. Come on, boys, put us on.
I like it.
The Angels,
Greenspoon.
Rose Tattoo, they were cool. They were good fun.
So these guys are legends of rock.
Yeah, of course. Who?
Small. I think we played with the Mental as Anything boys. Early days. That was a long time ago. Baby Animals.
Oh,
Oh,
Susan's a babe.
Susie, she's got it going on.
Isn't she?
Oh,
Hey?
I'd give her the best 30 seconds of my life. Can I say that online? Can I say that? I
Oh,
don't know.
Jesus.
No.
Yeah, of course you can.
Oh, is she still with... I don't think she's with Nuno anymore, is she?
I've
broke up.
no idea.
Oh, I could take Nuno anyway.
30 seconds anyway, right? It's just 30 seconds, right?
30 seconds.
No, that was
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
There's been some cool bands who have played gigs with over the years, and hopefully, we play more gigs with cool people. So.
Cool. We'll go back to the Canada thing for a minute. Just your first tour offshore.
Yep.
Are you excited, and what do you plan to get out of this tour?
Oh man, this is how excited I am. I've wanted to do this shit.
That's how excited Leon is. That's how excited he is.
That's good.
That's how excited he is. Man, like seriously, we are very excited, and I think we've been calling each other for weeks. Just talking about this trip. Really, yeah. Like we're so excited.
It's worked out. We've got seven gigs over there in 2 weeks, so that's a lot of hangovers.
What do we expect to get from?
Yeah, like exposure or anything like that.
Well, for sure. We're heading over there to be. We want to be the best rock band in the world. That's our goal, and we're not going to stop until we are. And right now we're fucking nobodies, but
Go
one
hard
day
or
we'll
go
be
home,
somebodies.
is the old saying, wasn't it? Yeah.
Exactly right. We've got the goods. We've got the people behind us who believe in us, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep working hard.
Rock on, boys. Love your work. I love your work. You know me.
Thank you.
Fan. I am a fan.
Yeah.
You know I'm a fan. So you were just talking about recording the album in New York. That's got to be a big thing. And I noticed you's actually raised funds to get this recording done.
Yeah.
Which was heaps cool. You got over $5,000 to help record it. How did all that happen? How did that come about?
Well, we've always had a lifeline ticket in my eyes. We're published by Sony ATV, and Damien and Craig down in Sydney are just the best guys. Anyone who I've ever spoken to about Damien Trotter just doesn't have a bad word to say about him. He's such a legend, and he's right in the music industry for the right reasons. He's been behind our band since day dot basically, and never mate, like that's the thing, we've never been like throwing a lump sum of money and just going like, they push him in. It's like a more organic, natural process. But with the New York thing, they paid for the Sony, paid for the recording of it, but we were 5 short, like that's the way it is. So we did the possible campaign, which a lot of bands are doing, man, because there's not a lot of money to throw around anymore. But we raised $5,000 through fans and friends and family and all that sort of stuff who believed in what we needed to go and do, and we went and did it. We went and did it hard. Everyone reckons that 5K. Jeff Trio reckons that 5K was our Coke fund, eh?
Well, it is all about the sex, drugs, and rock and roll, isn't it?
It kind of paid off. I mean, the music was good.
Yeah, man, the Coke was better.
What's happened? What's in store for the Lazies?
I think we got a few surprises. We've heard some good news. A few shows coming up.
Yeah. We got some cool stuff. Hopefully, there's some Screaming Jets gigs. That'd be good. Or the tour. That'd be nice. There's lots in the pipeline, and pretty well to get back overseas ASAP as well.
Yep, cool. That's cool, man. Where will the Lazies be in 10 years?
Oh, fuck.
I can tell you.
Hopefully, no one's dead.
Well,
that would be that would be my first wish.
That is a good start.
For sure. Well, these guys are my brothers, hey. 10 years, man. I'll be what? 32? Nah. Fuck, I'll be how old will I be in 10 years? I'll be 39. I'm 29 now. I'd hope that I'm just living good life and playing rock and roll still to big crowds.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
A few albums under the belt.
That's definitely a sign. And making a crap load of money, of course.
Yeah, well,
It defeats the purpose if you're not making any money, right?
That might be all right.
Mate, as long as I can buy a fucking decent car for a change, I'll be happy.
All right, boys. One last
His
question.
car is shit.
In one word, describe the Lazies.
Fuck yeah, that's two.
You can tell you didn't go to school.
Passion.
Dangerous.
Any more? That's it.
Gamble.
Lust.
Foreskin we got at the back there.
Broke.
I think we found the ultimate word. All right, guys. I want to thank you for the interview today, mate.
Thank
It was
you so
a definite pleasure, mate. You're all fucking legends.
Thank you,
so
Jacob.
much.
Thank you, Jacob.
Definitely get out and see the Lazies. Great fucking band. Awesome guys.
We'd love to see ya.
And rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Peace out. No worries.
In your arms, hold me. In your